Here he is, Mr. Red Apple Media, my guy. Love him, John Catsimatidis. John, good Monday morning, pal. How are you?
Good morning. Well, Monday morning, I can't believe it. I mean, well, I'm headed for the city. I'm on the Long Island Expressway, the Long Island Expressway, and it never shortens. It's always long.
Yeah, it feels like it's probably getting longer. But you had such a great weekend, and the folks that don't know, John and Margot out in the Hamptons, they put together these huge events, and they have these really great speakers every Saturday morning, and lots of folks show up. Bill O'Reilly shows up just to watch and have some fun. And I believe that your speaker this Saturday was the former Governor Andrew Cuomo. You've got many other big names on the horizon. So another big successful weekend for the Catsimatidis out in the Hamptons, yes?
Absolutely. Andrew Cuomo on Saturday morning was full of, what do you call it, piss and vinegar. He was full of strength. And if he was like that during the election, he would have won. And the night before he calls me, he says, I'm going to speak about 10 minutes and I'll take a few questions. Well, he wouldn't stop talking. He spoke for about 40 minutes.
Wow.
And he was phenomenal. It was the Father Alex breakfast that we have every Saturday morning, and it was wonderful. And I know K.T. McFarland is going to be our speaker next weekend, and the weekend after that, I think it's let's see, Bill O'Reilly will speak on August 1, and on August 8th, I think Governor Hochul is coming.
Explain that dynamic to me. Look, I know that you've been friendly with Hochul over the years. It is what it is. You've got a relationship.
The dynamic is it's a quasi-church event. And the church is a church and doesn't take positions in politics.
No, I get it, but you do. So, and I'm not going to tell you who you're choosing between Blakeman and Hochul. I could probably guess. You know how I feel. So, not in the church when it comes to politics, but is the relationship between you and the governor the same, a little strained? Because you are critical of Hochul, as you should be on this station. How is that relationship these days?
Well, I try to be civilized at all times. She is the governor. I have respect for the governor. I have respect for the mayor. Do I agree with them on a lot of things? No, there's a lot of things we don't agree on. We do business in the city. We do business in the state. And I believe everybody has to be civilized. And if you're not civilized, then, et cetera, et cetera. Now, you had a great time at that fundraiser at Bedminster, didn't you?
We had a really good time, and it was special. The president stopped by. He only spoke for 7 minutes, John. That was it. He came down at the very beginning of the event, spoke for 7 minutes, and just like he did at the East Wing of the White House on Hanukkah, just like he did in Rockland County a couple of weeks ago, he saw me. He made a big deal about seeing me. He told Secret Service, get out of the way. Let's sit up here. Not once, but twice. So the president and I had a really, really nice hug and a handshake on Saturday night.
That is great news. And look, the president is the president. Look, we got to support him in what he's doing because he's trying to keep the free world free. Believe me, he's not having an easy time. We all know he's not having an easy time. But if we don't keep the free world free, and also, when I spoke to him last, I said November is the most important part of our year. And if we don't win November, the Democrats will go in there and try to indict you all over again.
Well, every day.
I mean, the Democrats have lost their mind. But I went to an event on, Saturday morning. We had Andrew Cuomo. Saturday night, oh my God, what those storms were unbelievable.
Terrible.
Father Alex in Southampton had that big festival. And at one point, the state troopers came in, or the Southampton police came in and wanted everybody out of the tents indoors in a building
Wow.
because those lightning bolts were coming down, and those thunderstorms were really, really dangerous. And but the food was good. So
That's good.
that lamb shank, that was the best lamb shank I ever had in my life, and and the food was good. But also then Sunday morning, me and Todd Shapiro stopped in to what's his name? He used to be in charge of the Ways and Means Committee in the State Assembly for Jerry Kremer.
Okay. Yep.
For a long time, and he had an event for Speaker Hasty. And the only thing me and Speaker Hasty have in common, we're both Trekkies. And we talked about it for about 10 minutes. So I'll give you the good news. The big discussion with Jerry Kremer introducing Carl Hasty was that all this stuff with the socialists is temporary, and that the Democratic Party is going to stick together and not allow the Socialist Party as much as they can to go forward.
I don't believe it.
That was the good news.
Well, that's good news if you believe it. I don't believe it. And I don't believe it.
I'm the WABC reporter for the Hamptons.
No, I love that, and I'm glad he said it. I still don't believe it. I think that Americans should treat this very seriously, be very afraid. Do not underestimate what they're small in numbers now, but they're gaining by the day. I don't believe any of these Democrats because they all fold. And this guy, Carl Hasty, by the way, he's the guy that wants to do nothing about bail reform. He's been approached, him and Andrea Stewart-Cousins, more than once by two different governors and mayors. He wants to do nothing about bail reform. Sorry, John, he's a bad guy.
Well, listen, all I am is a reporter on this, okay? I'm telling you what happened.
I know.
Okay? And then an hour later, me and Todd go over to Vicky Schlips's party.
Nice.
And they're honoring Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Geraldo Rivera.
Wow.
And what's his name from WABC Television? Has Alzheimer's. Tom?
Bill Ritter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ritter. And they raised a lot of money, and it was a great event. Bill O'Reilly looked great. And then, I mean, it was a nonstop situation.
Great weekend.
But the weather was great yesterday. How bad was Ben Mitzvah when you were down there with the rain?
It was bad. At what point at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, John, Danielle and I canceled. Well, we were not making it out there. We were getting bad thunder and lightning and storms because we live on the beach, too. You're in the Hamptons on the beach. We're in Queens on the beach. So I actually called Lou Gregory and said, we're not going to make it. Then the skies cleared up at about 4 o'clock, so we ended up going, thank God, because I got a chance again to see the president. But it was pretty bad here, too, and it was really bad in New Jersey. So Saturday was just a washout. Sunday, like you said, was gorgeous. Did you have a chance to watch any of the soccer yesterday?
Yes, and it was very exciting, and one of the big things, I look at politics. I'm not a big sports guy like you are, but I did watch it, and the fact is that I thought that they're going to have that Prime Minister from Canada, Carney, was there with President Trump and a few other prime ministers, and I thought that at least they would talk. And this morning's headline was that Trump, I think he was annoyed at Carney at those wildfires, and those wildfires are horrible. I mean, they were polluting all our air from, it must be at least 10 states. And I don't know what they have to do, but they got to do something. And somebody, I think, at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, one of the shows, I think it was Walter's show maybe, why don't they have that? It could be, all these wildfires could be a fundraising thing for people to make money. In other words, if you get a helicopter with one bucket, what good is going to be one bucket?
Stupid.
Why don't we take these 747s are dead meat? Why don't we replace them and make them? They can carry 19,000 gallons of water.
Right.
why don't we have two of them in the country that whenever there's a forest fire, those 747s could go anywhere and drop 19,000, 20,000 gallons of water and put those fire over the phone.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, why are you taking a...
Up.
I mean, how much are you paying for that bucket of water that does nothing?
I agree. Trump said he's going to tariff Canada for polluting our air over the last couple of weeks.
Something. Maybe they should pay for the health care expense too then.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes.
But they should take care of those firefighters. But now, I got some breaking news. Last year, in Christianity, the Pope and the Patriarch in Constantinople sit on equal ground in Christianity. Last year, St. Nicholas Church down in Battery Park City honored the Patriarch that came in person and, raised millions of dollars. Millions. And we got a new honoree this year. You ready for this? And we're breaking it on your show because it's breaking in the rest of the city, the rest of the country, the rest of the world. Right after that, this year's nominee and accepted the honor is from Ukraine, President Zelensky.
Oh wow, nice! I like that.
And he'll be in town on September 24th for a big event honoring him because of his help to Christianity in the Ukraine. And don't forget, on September 11th, WABC, along with the Pataki Foundation, along with the Police Athletic League, and we're getting the New York Police Foundation involved, and we're going to get the FDNY involved. We're all going to be celebrating the big event of September 11th, honoring Governor Pataki. And you never know, we might have some surprise super guests.
Maybe. I know a couple of people that will be in town that day, so between...
Read between the lines. Right. We may have some super guests.
I would say between you and I, we got a good shot. Anyway, John, as always, your Monday conversations are always amazing. I'm glad the weekend in the Hamptons was as great as it sounds like it was. Have a safe trip into the offices here in New York City. We'll see you very, very shortly. John Catsimatidis, I love you. Great job, pal. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon. John Catsimatidis right there, the host of Cats and Cosby, 5 o'clock every weekday afternoon, the Cats Roundtable, 8 a.m. every Sunday morning.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?